We're live.
Hey, we're live.
Well, ain't that
How's
special?
everybody doing? Wow, we got a countdown and everything. I'm watching it right here.
Isn't it crazy? It's
Look at
fancy
that.
now. We're fancy.
Well,
I did it in PowerPoint. Because I don't have any movie maker software.
straight from the 90s. We're here.
But it looks really good. They're kind of good. I used a GIF and some transitions, so there you go.
Is the whole episode going to be in PowerPoint tonight?
Yes, I'm actually in PowerPoint right
Oh.
I am a graph.
Yellow clicker?
now. In a minute, I'm gonna have these like blinds go, or I'm gonna cube.
That's going to dissolve.
Yeah, there was one that kind of like did like this crazy mist looking thing, and I was like, no, that looks too cheesy. But it kind of reminded me of like Avengers Endgame or Infinity War, I guess.
Ooh, the blip. Well, that'd be good for tonight because we'll be talking to the blip. Vance! Hello, Vance. Got a hair in my mouth. I'm sure everybody wants to. Oh, what's happening?
Got a hairball?
I think so. Well,
There are other ways to clean the dog.
You don't have to lick the dog just because
Yeah.
he does it. You don't need to do it.
I know you're trying to help.
back.
And when they say hair of the dog, that's something else.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, we're a little off tonight.
No,
Are
it
we
seems
ever
about
on?
right. That's right.
That's about right.
Vance, how you doing? I won't know for a minute, but Winchester won't be in the comments tonight, chatting with us. Get a hot date. Heard it here first, folks.
Breaking news.
Yeah, we're going to go to him live here in a few minutes. We will miss him in the comments tonight. He messaged me and said, I got a hot date tonight.
6 parts in 4 hours. Yes.
Well, yes, but there'll be more than that because we'll do the 6 parts in 4 hours, and then we've got to talk about Winter Soldier, Falcon Winter Soldier. So, and that's another 45 minutes. So,
We're here all night.
not really. I don't know how long we'll go tonight.
Usually when we say that, though, it ends up being like the longest ones.
Then I'll say we're going to go a long time.
Yeah.
And good night.
And we're done.
We're done. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to start recording. You guys ready?
Of course.
186. This is 186.
Is that right?
You know what that means?
Next one's
186
187.
Isn't that a 187 is the from the rap song, I think, isn't it?
Oh, the rap song.
You know. It's cop.
The rap song. We're so white.
Gosh, y'all are jerks. All right.
Oh, everybody froze.
187.
I
I
froze.
don't think we did.
Did I
There's
freeze?
movies called 187.
Or did you freeze?
I'm fine.
It's a homicide.
I'm actually quite warm myself.
Yeah, you're moving around. Yeah, it's warm now. We're out of winter.
Oh no, I started to hear recording, then you guys froze on my end. Yeah, that's not going to help me. All right, we ready?
Why not?
Here we go. We're recording the official show. So if you're new to iamGEEK, you will learn our names in a few minutes.
And you haven't left yet.
Here we go. 3, 2. Yeah, I'm going to start over. What was that look, Chris?
Huh? What? That's my I'm ready look. Here we go.
Or constipated look.
Get to see YouTube and Facebook gets to see all the
magic.
Here we go.
Uncensored.
Yep.
Before all the bleeps.
Yep. For all the bleeps. All right, here we go. Hello and welcome to I Am Geek, and this is episode 186. My name's Ryan. I'm joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Katrin. We're back again this week. No guests this week. It's just the three of us.
Man.
We can make it if we try. Just the three of us, you and I, and you.
I don't think that's how
That's
that
not
goes.
it.
That's the sequel to the song. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. It was what they were, Three's Company. It was going to be the theme song for that show, but then they were like, eh.
They didn't want to
Was
pay
it?
royalties on that.
Yeah, decided to go with Three's Company 2, which doesn't make sense.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, wait, Three's Company 2. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So,
I don't know.
is it like 5? Is there 5?
Three's Company 2.
Also, good grief. T-O-O.
Man.
I
Anyway,
don't understand English.
Who knows?
Get to what we're talking about tonight. We have a lot of stuff coming up. The world is getting back to normal, I guess. A lot of stuff coming up.
Man.
Monday we'll be on Main Street Electrical podcast.
What?
Yeah, they're having us back on for some reason. I don't know.
Because we're their most listened to episode.
For some
Or
reason.
were.
We're going to be designing our own Magic Kingdom or theme park, Disney
I
World.
mean, we do that every day, right?
Oh.
So it's going to be like, if I remember correctly, I don't have it pulled
Probably.
up. Basically, there's going to be a list of all the rides and attractions in Disney, and then we're going to go around and we're going to draft our picks. And then once that's gone, people can't take that ride. So some of them may be left with it's just a small world, and
Mine's going to be all teacups. Just teacup. That's it. Nothing else. Only teacups.
you should have one
Or
giant
stamp.
teacup with rides inside the teacup.
No. Just teacups.
I wonder how many teacups you could fit in the Magic Kingdom.
There'll be different teas, like Earl Grey, a breakfast tea. But it's just teacups.
Just teacups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for those listening, we also do this live on YouTube and Facebook now. So Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Search for I Am Geek. I Am Geek Show.
We need to add it to Twitch.
Sure.
I can add it to Twitch.
Yeah, we should do that.
Figure that out. We need to do that.
Let's add it to everything.
I mean, where else can you go live on IG or Insta, whatever the kids call it these days?
The
I don't
Grams.
know. Maybe. I don't know if you can. I don't know.
We need to find out.
Mm-hmm.
You do MySpace?
I
Anyways,
don't know.
so we'll be on their show next week. And then we'll
Not
have,
live.
I think next Thursday is April 1st. So we're going to do a big April Fool's episid.
Or will
Well,
be.
don't give it away, because then they'll be like, "Well, this isn't real."
We don't know they don't know what we're going to
We don't know what we're gonna do.
They don't know what we're going to do yet.
Hey! Don't spoil the magic here.
But since it's on April Fool's when we record next Thursday, we thought we'd have some fun and have a fun April Fool's episode somehow.
Maybe
some
we
way.
should not have fun, because usually we do
Yeah.
have fun.
Oh,
We should be like super
boring episode.
nerdy
Yeah.
and boring.
I'll read from the phone book if that exists still.
I mean, you could read off your friends list.
as
or
long as we
something.
don't do what Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link, if you've watched that show. One year they did an April Fool's show, and it was just them sitting silent for like 20 minutes.
That's terrible.
And it's like, oh, this is so funny, guys. I'm like, so lame. I didn't watch it.
I watched all 20 minutes
I'll
twice.
watch all I just nope, not for me.
Uh,
So we'll do some fun then. And then I think I'm going to be on another podcast. They're going to be
wow.
interviewing me. RD84 or something like that. I'll have to check.
You were on a podcast this week as well, right?
Yeah, I was. It was on Houston. I'm going to mess it up. Houston
Hold on.
Independent? No,
Podcaster.
Houston Indie Podcast Society.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful, but you're good.
Yeah. Hips. These hips don't lie.
Hips.
I was on there with
Wow.
hosted by our good friend Kerry Gordon from Comic Palooza and Ming Chen. If you don't know who Ming Chen is, he was on there with us. He's from Comic Book Guys. Good buddies with Kevin Smith. So I'm just waiting for Kevin Smith to give me a call. Still.
I'll say why not?
Yeah. It's Kevin Smith. I'm sure he'll give me a call.
Never know.
Bugging Ming Chen.
He's not doing anything.
But we had a fun time on there, so you can check that out. The windows will rearrange. Wacky. Oh, sorry. Vance in our comments.
Yeah.
I guess the windows on the live stream will be rearranged wacky on our April Fools.
Oh, maybe I'll be Ryan.
Maybe they'll be backwards.
I mean, I can move them now if you want.
No.
Hey, wait, they are moved.
Go
What's going on? No,
Teats.
just kidding.
Anyway, and then on the 8th of April, our good pal Omega, the Chancellor himself from Crimson Dawn Lightsabers, will be back with us to talk some more fun lightsaber stuff. That one may just be a live stream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's one to watch because it's a lot of visual stuff.
Never know.
Yeah. You get to see lightsabers instead of just hearing them go. Whoa.
No, we don't even need him on here. We're doing it right now.
We got it.
Podcast people won't know.
They have grown. It's the last time that he was on, like tenfold. I think they've grown.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because of us.
Yes. So if
That's
you
why he
want
wants to come back.
grow tenfold,
Come to iamGEEK.
come on, iamGEEK. I should reach out to Cinnamon Toast Crunch and invite them on the show so we can help them out. Have you seen this story? We'll get into the news. Have you seen this story?
I'm not sure.
Yes.
Cinnamon Toast Shrimp Tails.
Hey, that's disgusting.
You haven't seen this, Katrin?
No, I haven't.
Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, so there's this guy named Jensen Karp who you find out is the husband of Topanga from Boy Meets World, the actress.
Mm-hmm.
So for that alone right there.
That's newsworthy.
Yeah.
She's one of the producers on a show my son watches, Just Roll With It, on Disney Channel. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's her husband. He was pouring him a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch one day, like a few days ago. I don't know. And he's noticed something that looks strange. And it turns out there were 2 shrimp tails
No.
in his Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
So he posted on Twitter, sort of as to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch social media, because everybody has social media. I don't know why cereal needs social media, but they do. And he posted it, said, "Hey, I found this," and their response was, "Oh, that's just clumps of sugar."
Nope.
Like, everybody in the comments was like going, "That's clearly shrimp tails."
Woo!
They're like, no. So it caused this big uproar, and they're basically going back and forth. There's people that came on and said, "Hey, we could do DNA tests and see what kind of shrimp it is. You know, we'll work with you."
Can trace back that shrimp's lineage.
Yeah. And then he went after Cinnamon Toast Crunch gave him a hard time, saying, "No, it's a sugar." He went back. He sort of put the box aside because he didn't want to. It grossed him out, which would gross me out too. He went to the bag to see if there was anything else in there. He found more shrimp. He found dental floss. He found string. He found a pea that was crusted and stuff. And then on the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, he found these little black things that were baked in that I'm pretty sure were like rat turds.
Oh, he found a grab bag.
Yeah. Got it from Costco. It was one of those big packs. And the other bag in it, he looked in it, and he could see stuff in that too. And it looked like it wasn't sealed. That one wasn't sealed very good. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like, no, this could never have happened in our plant, blah, blah, blah. And people are responding like, there's probably like in your like flour or something, there's probably like a rat's nest, and rats are just bringing stuff in there, and then you're baking it into this goodness, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And so then Cinnamon Toast Crunch is, can you just mail us the shrimp tails? Them to make sure they're shrimp tails. And then dude was like, I'll mail you one. Like they said, we'll send a carrier to come get them or something. He's like, I'll mail you one, but I'll keep one because I know you guys just want to make it disappear. And you're going to get the shrimp tails and be like, oh no, that was a sugar.
Yeah.
So he's having all testing done on it. Like these companies have said, we'll pay for the testing. They're like, everybody's in on this thing. I don't know. It's
Cinnamon
hilarious.
Toast Crunch, Men in Black. Yep.
It is so funny. Like there's this big thread, and he said, I wish I was making this up, but this is real. This is really happening. He's finding all this stuff in
the Cinnamon in Black. That's what this is.
So I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch in my pantry right now, and I'm like, Your buddy that you like to watch, from the Good Mythical Chef or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Josh found out about this, so he made a recipe: Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
But this is just crazy. Like all the stuff he found. I think he found bits of plastic in there too. Ugh, disgusting. But the big thing is like whoever governs these things, or the federal people or whatever, like, this needs to be investigated because shellfish is an allergen.
Oh, yeah.
So this could have like killed somebody.
Well, if you look clearly on the box, it says may contain shellfish.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, and peanuts.
And peanuts, yeah. It's like everything contains peanuts, right? They're all made in the same. So that's the hard thing, but that's a little crazy.
It was like their social media person
doesn't make any sense.
Responding to this guy, and it's like, when does this go up the chain to like somebody that just doesn't like post on Twitter from their company? Like when does this go up? Like, does that happen? Like a kid is at his house, and his dad is like, in a big wig at Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the kid's like, have you seen this Cinnamon Toast Crunch tweet? This is hilarious. And then he just immediately gets on the phone and is like, shut it down, shut the plant down. Oh, I don't know. So that's the craziness. That's the Gorilla Glue girl. She's gone now.
Oh,
now
she's gone? Like she died?
No, like her time is over. Now it's Cinnamon Toast.
She's completely solidified.
Yeah. I bought some Gorilla Glue. I was gonna try it and see how it goes.
Oh, you'll look good.
You do it right now.
Yeah, we got it. It's right here.
Live on the air. Yeah, just pour it on. Let's go ahead. It'd be funny if it accidentally came out.
Wouldn't that be the worst? You might hear me cuss.
He's like, I gotta go.
At that point, you just go with it. You just rub it in.
It's never falling out now. I saw a cinnamon toast crunch car one time that somebody had painted to look like a box of cinnamon toast crunch. It had so it was like a LTD Ford or something, like a big one of those big cars. And it even had the nutrition facts on one of the doors, and I mean, it was.
Did it was shellfish?
Awesome. This was a long time ago, before they started putting shellfish in it. So
I saw a shrimping boat one time. It was like that. It was made to look like a cinnamon toast crunch box.
Nice.
I think in Forrest Gump, that's one of the shrimp that he mentioned is
cinnamon toast.
Yeah, cinnamon toasted.
Cinnamon toast,
fried shrimp, cinnamon toast, fried shrimp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe it.
Oh.
Wow.
Ryan's battery ran down.
Yeah.
What now?
Okay.
Jennifer come in and wind him again.
That's why I shouldn't have comments in front of me, because I sit here and read them, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Anyway, okay. So also today there was some. I don't know if it was leaked or announced or something that Disneyland is going to create basically a third gate.
What?
Yeah,
Third
yeah.
gate.
They've put in the stuff. I guess back in the '90s they had put this stuff in that they were going to make a third gate, and now post pandemic, because I guess it's over now. I don't know.
Because they've got
Uh,
all this money now.
they're like, we're going to work with the city to get this. So basically, there's going to be more attractions. There's going to be more shopping, more restaurants that they're going to build. They're going to take out some of the parking lots to put this stuff there. And I'm like, well, where are people going to park then? Because Disneyland is not like Disney World that has like land, you know?
Well, yeah, that was why they went to Florida.
Yeah, they don't
there
have
was
much land, but somehow they've made it where they're going to, I guess, make new parking places somewhere else and then expand to sort of like
Huh.
a third gate with
Parking was already
attractions.
terrible there.
Yeah, more maybe another hotel or something, and then more
So they're making it like a Stargate.
restaurants.
Maybe that's it.
Oh, maybe they are,
whole
but can
other
it will
dimension.
link up to the one in Epcot?
Oh my gosh!
It's a whole other dimension so they can build more park.
No, it's just going to link up to Epcot, and then they're going to call Epcot their third park.
Ah, yeah, you're
Stargate.
still in
that
California.
would be
We
incredible.
didn't
if they could do
scramble
that.
your DNA and send it over time and space.
Have you seen the Stargate that's in the middle of the lake at Epcot, Chris?
I don't know.
You thought I was joking. No, there's a new nighttime show, and there's a big gargantuan circle thing that looks exactly like a Stargate that's like right in the middle of the lake now.
Well, then there you go. I was right.
See?
Per usual.
It's
Per
ridiculous.
usual.
It's so big, like in the way, and it doesn't move away. Like the old show, it would move out, and this is just there. So everybody takes pictures of like the Epcot ball, the spaceship Earth, and through it or whatever. That's the big
Supposedly
thing.
it's going to be a fountain.
Or will do, I guess. Yeah.
It'll be a
Oh,
fountain
sure.
during the day.
Will it? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, will it be like a background for a projector or something? I don't know.
During the day it's going to be a fountain, and at nighttime, I don't know, people are going to come through it or something. Oh no. Maybe it'll catch on fire and a motorcycle guy will jump through.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Evil
there you go.
Knievel.
Or the Pixar version of Evil Knievel. Keanu Reeves will jump through it.
Oh, what's the guy?
Duke.
Yeah, Duke
Duke Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Duke
It
Boom.
was like Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem? Yeah, Duke Nukem's going to come through.
That'd be interesting.
You okay?
Just like this show.
You good?
Sorry, my bottle just like not exploded, but like went like that.
There you go. Exploded. Oh, look.
Oh, look what?
Winchester popped in.
Winchester's here. Oh, Winchester, we need to get you on right now.
Uh-oh.
It's too early for you to be on. What's going on?
Uh-oh. Something must have gone wrong.
Winchester, are you okay?
Do you need to talk?
You
Okay.
have a degree. You can talk. Anyways, okay, so there's going to be some kind of third. Who knows when it'll be opened or when they'll actually start building it? Because Disney likes to do this. They'll announce something or semi-announce something, and then it won't be until like 10 years later or something.
Like the train. 2026 for the train that goes from the MCO to
wherever.
downtown.
Downtown. Hopefully, I'll be going to Disney World in April, and then I can tell you all about everything's going on.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Because they just have it posted everywhere there.
Yeah. I'll sit down with the big wigs. All right, then at Disney World, they announced facial recognition. Oh wow!
Recognition.
Be careful.
I can't talk.
You'll trip. He's old, folks. Just
Facial
bear with
stuff. No.
You're the one that...
Gosh. We're gonna take pictures of your face so you can get in Disney World.
Facial recognition
There we
at
go.
the parks.
Facial recognition.
So that they
It's
can
been
recognize
long.
you when you come into the park.
Long time.
People are in an uproar because they don't read the article and they get all up. They're like, well, you're not supposed to take your mask off. How are they going to do facial recognition? Well, you leave your mask on and all they're looking at is your eyes up, really. So
What does that
you
really
take
do?
off a hat and
Like,
sunglasses.
why?
You can read a
I
lot
think it's
from
just
the
so they
eyes.
can identify people. I'm assuming. I don't know that I read all of the article, but getting in like without having to scan a magic band or something, I guess, or just identifying that you match the magic band you're with, I guess is what it is. So
Retinal scans.
or your card or your phone. That's the other big thing is they're doing the magic. What do they call it? Not magic pass or something that they're trying to get people to use their phones instead of magic bands. And,
Yeah.
You have to burn your fingerprints off when you go
I've
in.
got so many bad magic bands laying around here.
Yeah,
I'm using those.
I would rather have a magic band. I want to use my phone less when I'm at Disney World is my thing, except to book passes if I need to do that. But I'd rather have it away. I don't want to look at my phone. That's the whole point.
They got cool slap bracelet ones now too.
Yeah.
Magic band slap bracelets. It's the $90.
All the kids slapping each other with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hurt each other.
Anyways, all right.
horrors.
Let's get on to the main show.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't want to?
I just thought this is it.
It's partially for animatronics to make eye contact as well. Huh? It's creepy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
It's a world of laughter, a world.
Follow me wherever I
Ryan.
go.
Everywhere I turn.
Well, they're also working on like improving and increasing the on-ride pictures without you even having to like go select it, and which they already kind of do that now. It's like sometimes you'll get a ride picture, and on some rides you have to go select your picture off the wall, like this is me, and tie it to your magic band. And then sometimes you'll just get one, and you're like, how the heck did they know that was me?
And then sometimes you'll get somebody else's, which is funny.
I've never had that.
I've had that
well,
happen
I did have it one time, but most of the time they get it right, and it's kind of creepy.
It's another family. Just kidding. The joke.
But
the random picture.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's a joke. Speaking of the joke.
Most jokes are based in truth.
No, I don't have a picture. I got Train Gang right here, Mephisto on the wall. I posted that. I've got that on the wall.
Never
Mephisto
gone
Train
away.
Gang lives on my wall. Need to get a Zola Train Gang to put beside him. So tonight we're going to talk about Justice League Snyder Cut and Falcon Winter Soldier's first episode. So where should we start?
So let's just go with the Justice League.
yeah,
Patron's favorite.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
If you haven't watched the Snyder Cut,
do it.
Go right now. 4 hours. Watch it.
Just 4 hours, then come back. Yeah.
So there will be spoilers.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you.
But if you've already seen Justice League, I mean, there's not many spoilers.
There's a few.
Pretty much everybody already knew what was going to be in it.
Yeah, it was kind of talked about for years. So like, if you kept track of the information that was coming out, you would know kind of where
there was
things were
nothing
heading.
that surprised me.
It did surprise me how different it felt.
Well, yeah,
because like it is really like, to me it feels like a completely different movie, which is
it is
good. There's so much story and everything cut out from the Justice League.
I thought you mispronounced. I was like, what?
You haven't heard that?
Joss Wheat? No, I'm sorry.
No, I haven't.
The Justice League. That's what they're calling it now.
That's awesome.
There's Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then there's the Justice League. Yeah, it's good. I like the naming of it.
Hilarious.
Because basically, Zack Snyder had to step away. Joss Whedon came in to finish up the movie, and he supposedly behind the scenes he had a little bit of an ego about it and changed a bunch of stuff to try and make it more of his movie. Cut out various scenes for no real reason specifically, and then refilmed scenes that didn't necessarily need to be refilmed and made it its own. Weird. So the whole online campaign for Zack Snyder to be able to release his version that he wanted to do, and he was like, well, if I'm going to do that, I'm making 4 hours long. And he did.
Do it.
I
how
guess
long
there
was the
more
original?
stuff. Oh, the original was like
A couple hours. It's like a typical kind of movie length.
10 minutes.
I mean, to me, it didn't feel like super long. I was, for me personally, I was invested and interested in it the whole way through. Because it was,
good.
I know some people differ. You can talk about it, but
Well, no, I'm just.
for me personally, it was a lot of nice character development that was added
Mhm.
uh, to it. Um, and the thing you hate most, Ryan, the 4-3 aspect.
Well, I haven't said anything about that yet. That's my
Well,
time.
you told us like 3 times.
I
Yeah.
told you guys, but nobody else.
Quite a lot.
All right, fine. You want to talk about that? We'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
a lot, that's how the movie starts. So go right ahead.
Yeah, okay. It starts at 4-3, and it's like, this is what Zack Snyder wanted. And I'm like, because I was like, I'm going to wait until I can sit down in front of my big TV and watch this big movie it's supposed to be. So I sit down and I turn it on, and it's like, whoop, and it's like, just a small portion of the screen. And it was just, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it at all. I get why he did it because he wanted it to be like IMAX. He wanted it to be taller rather than wider because most of the characters fly, so it looks better with it being taller. But
Hmm.
I
Yeah, it was
I
like the
didn't like it.
closest aspect of what he wanted to present on the IMAX screen. It wasn't necessarily an IMAX format, but it's the closest to what he wanted to present that you could do on TV. And I mean, for me, I kind of forgot about it like a few minutes
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you have like the lights down and everything, and it's black, so you don't really see the when it's
Yeah.
dark. You
It's
just see the
there's a lot of darkness in the movie to
yeah.
begin with. So
Well, you know how I forgot about it? I switched over to
You
my
did.
iPad, and then that went
oh, I
away.
I watched it all on my phone.
Yeah. I watched it on my iPad, and then you don't have to worry about the 4:3 because it fills
Yeah.
up the whole screen of my iPad.
In portrait mode.
I didn't have to do portrait mode. It was the full screen on my iPad. It wasn't
Really?
4:3 on my iPad. It was
Oh, you did
the
you
whole
stretch it or
thing.
something?
No,
No,
that's just the way it came
there,
up.
there might have been something in the app that you could
Oh,
Yeah.
double click it.
it
It might have
froze.
expanded it.
Lovely.
What, we froze?
Yeah, on my
Wait.
end.
I think it's
Oh.
your.
No, it's probably me. I'm not saying it's you guys. I'm just saying it's freezing on my end. Anyways, it was probably what on my screen? On my
Well,
iPad?
you might sometimes with your iPad and stuff, you can like double tap or something and it expands.
No,
to
I didn't
fill.
touch anything. I just
Very
hit
good.
play. No, really.
Hmm?
I hit
Okay.
play, and then it immediately did that, and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna watch it on here."
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Good job.
My
So
iPad doesn't. I guess it doesn't do 4:3. I don't know.
We don't play that.
Yeah.
Literally.
Apple doesn't do 4:3. They
No, like
What
that's
are you,
big.
some kind of peasant?
Like, what year is this?
Yeah.
so Katrin, you haven't seen the Justice League.
I didn't watch the Justice League, so this was the first time because I'm not a big DC movie guy. I've seen Aquaman, I've seen parts of Wonder Woman, and that sounded bad. Parts of the Wonder Woman movie, um,
Which parts?
and then I've seen, of course, the older um, Batman series and the original Superman. Well, I guess the Supermans that I remember from the 80s and 90s.
The Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves, thank you.
Yeah.
So I hadn't watched the newer stuff because a lot of it's just dark. So I mean, I I had a hard time with this movie at the beginning, partially because I was trying to watch it at 10 or 11 o'clock at night when I was falling asleep. So I kept falling asleep, but but I just felt like it was very dark and no sunshine the whole time. Just very and dark in the sense of it being in dark,
Depressing.
depressing kind of thing, and so it was hard. But I started watching it like in the background at work and doing other things, and it got better. I think where it really turned for me was when, and I think Ryan, you said this too in a call we've had, but was when Flash came in. It's like it turned on. Like I was like, oh, there's happiness here.
Yeah.
There's comedy.
Fun.
Because that was one of the things about like Avengers movies is you get lots of comedy, and with Flash coming in, you're like, man, this is great again, and I enjoyed it the rest of the way. It was good. I guess I don't know. I could have done without some of the darkness of it and the language and some of it. I mean, I hate to be an old fogey or whatever, but it's I guess I'm used to. I feel like I can watch Avengers movies with my son, but I don't. I know I can't watch this movie with my son that's 9 years old. You know,
Yeah.
especially the prologue. I was like, my gosh, you know. But
Epilogue.
epilogue. Sorry, I said prologue, didn't I?
Yeah, the
Epilogue. The end of it.
Yeah. Why can't you watch that? I don't understand.
But I mean, but overall, I liked it. I liked it better than I thought I would after I first started. Because at first I was just like, I hate this movie. But when I finished it, I was like, I dig it. You know, I like it. I think it's pretty good, and just to enjoy what's going on and the action. But yeah, so I'm fine with it.
I wish you could be a critic, and that would be what your line would be.
I'm fine with
it.
Oh well. I wish now that I could go.
There's just an image of you going, eh.
Meh. I could be the Meh character from the Mochi movie. But I need to go watch the Justice League now, and
no, you don't need to.
I'm curious at least to kind of flip through and see what's different.
It'd be funny if he came back and rewatched it and was like, man, that one was really good.
It was shorter.
Loved it.
There is more humor in it.
Yeah, there is
Not
more humor.
necessarily good humor, but there's
there's
humor.
a Superman that has a mustache that's been erased.
Yeah.
I remember,
Weird.
I remember that
Superman.
whole ordeal. I thought, and what I told you guys, I thought I really liked the Aquaman movie when I saw it, but I disliked him very much in this movie. Like
Yeah, this was made before like they really got going.
Okay.
The Aquaman movie. So there are aspects that are very different. Mira in this has an English accent, which she does not in the Aquaman movie, and she did not in the Justice League. But she has one in this one for some reason.
Yeah.
It's a choice, whatever.
What was the accent she had in the other one?
Just a regular accent. Just how she talked.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah. This one she has an English accent. Volko, which was what's his face? The guy who played Green Goblin. William Dafoe looks a lot different in this.
Yeah.
So, what about Commissioner Gordon? Isn't he the same guy? Is it the same guy that played the guy from Spider-Man? I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Jay John. Yeah.
He's everywhere.
That's funny.
Yeah. And this, like, I don't remember this in the Aquaman movies, but like whenever they would talk, they would do like an air bubble.
Yeah. They had to get in a big bubble, in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't remember that from the Aquaman movie, and I thought that was a little odd. I don't think that needed to be done necessarily.
Aquaman littered in the ocean in this one.
Littered in the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he threw a beer bottle or a tequila bottle.
Because in Aquaman, they make a big deal about that. Yeah. Like how they're going to take all the trash and push it back up onto the shore and stuff. And Aquaman's just like, I don't need this beer bottle.
he's half Atlantean.
Surely you're not saying that movies make political statements these days, right?
No, never.
So the Aquaman character for me, like it wasn't his character. Like he seemed about the same from the Justice League.
Okay. Well, yeah, I figured that, but I just
there was some little differences.
Yeah.
There's a few lines here and there, but yeah, my man, they kept that in. I like that. The two major characters that had the most difference were Cyborg and the Flash.
Okay. Yeah.
From the original.
Yeah, Cyborg had pretty much nothing in the other one.
Yeah, and if you believe what was going on behind the scenes, like him and the director were like at odds most of the time. So you can almost see like, oh well, the director just wanted to cut him out of the movie more. Yeah. Like he needed to trim the movie down, so he's like, well, I'm just going to trim his stuff down.
Wow.
Not going to like me. So I mean, you don't know for sure, but you could kind of read into that possibly. But yeah, his character development was so much better in this.
Cool. I enjoyed that. That was cool.
Yeah, Nordic singing in the Aquaman part.
Yeah, the Nordic singing was a little odd. And her sniffing the sweater. She picks it up. Like, well, pretty sure that just smells like fish. I don't know.
Well, they like fish.
I guess they like fish.
Norway.
The Amazon fight scene was a lot better in this at the beginning. That was really cool.
Yeah. Yes.
And them kind of sacrificing themselves to try and get rid of Steppenwolf. Which, Steppenwolf, so much better in this.
Oh, he looks way better.
Really cool,
Yeah, like his like armor's like almost living around him.
It's
The
like
way
the
it
it's like the
snaps the
mother boxes.
arrows. Yeah.
Like it breathes.
Mm-hmm. So that like he's so much better in this. He's just you can't look at the original anymore. Like you couldn't really look at it then either. But
Like the whole death scene for him was different too, right?
yeah,
Wow.
the whole death scene was different. So in Justice League, so they really played on heroes can't kill in the original. Like they really put like heroes aren't killing anybody. Like
Not in
they're
this one.
not in this one. They're taking out parademons like
Yeah.
left and right. Which I mean kind of makes sense because they're just kind of drones that are just gonna kill
Yeah.
you. And I mean Wonder Woman, she's an Amazon, she's a warrior. She would kill. Aquaman, more than likely, he would kill.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily see Flash killing anybody. Cyborg, it's understandable he was killing. This Batman's a little darker, so
Yeah.
he's kind of
Yeah.
picking up the weapons from the evil parademons and killing them left and right. But yeah, in the original one, it's like they beat Steppenwolf down, and and Aquaman's like, "Hey, you smell that?" And Batman's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, fear." And all the parademons are like, "He's afraid now. We must attack him. We smell fear. That's what we attack." And they just swarm around him, and then he gets boom tubed out.
Yeah.
And like
It's
that's it.
dumb.
Yeah, this one they just beat the crap out of him, chop his
This
head
one
off.
they did Mortal Kombat Fatality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I was waiting for furniture.
which is interesting because like some like her Wonder Woman when she cuts his head off, that shot was used in the original one, but it's her cutting up his axe. It's her breaking the axe. Like, they use the exact same shot, but she breaks the axe instead of cuts his
That's
head
crazy.
off. So yeah, it's like all the same stuff, but it's just done in a completely different way.
Yeah. Yeah, that final scene. For me, the first half of it, I did fall asleep like 3 times, but I was really tired, so I'm not blaming
So
that on the
it's not a
movie.
movie you want to watch when you're trying to go to sleep.
When
Cause
you're
well,
tired.
unless you're
Yeah.
trying to go to sleep, you could go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah. But the second half of the movie,
Yeah.
I like the second half of the movie.
Yeah.
The first half,
Yeah.
I thought I was like, whatever.
Yeah, there was a whole like family thing that they had to save, like a family
Yeah, and the
that lived in
justice.
the area that they had to save in the original one. Completely gone, which is great. It's just because it was just kind of weird. It's just like let's give Flash something to do because he didn't do the whole running around
Yeah.
the area and to try and
Yeah.
touch him and put him into the mother box. It was just like, well, we need to have him do something. Let's have him save a family
Yeah.
that's just
But this is
randomly living there.
Yeah, it was cool how they did it because it showed that he could basically rewind time. Like even when he was going into Superman's ship to touch the
Yes.
box, or like at the last second, it comes back out of the water, showing that he reversed time so that he could touch it right when it hits the water. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, the whole Superman thing, bringing him back in this one made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I like the black suit, and from the comics, I love that. Yeah, when he comes back in the comics, he's got a black suit with a silver S on it. In this, it didn't quite make sense to me why he chose to wear the black suit.
Oh, it made sense to me, but maybe I'm just dumb.
I don't.
Because the black suit is supposed to be more absorbing, so it can absorb the sun. Because he puts it on and then goes up to the sun, and it can absorb faster, so his powers come back faster.
I didn't get that from it.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Because the way I was reading it, like he's like hearing both of his fathers talk about hope and bringing hope back to the people and standing for something and everything, and to me, that would be more of the red and blue suit, because there's my cat's feeders are going off and because that would be like, oh, he's back, he's like just how he was, like, and that seems more hopeful to me than like, oh, he's wearing black now, he's gone goth.
It was a nod to the comics, and then it absorbs the sunlight faster.
I think if they had taken out seeing the blue red suit, the original suit, just taken it off the ship, like it wasn't there, and that's the suit he chose to work as it was there because the other one had a big hole in it and is ruined, basically. I think that would have played into it more rather than like, yeah, I'm gonna wear black.
Well, because he knows that it would help him get his powers back faster. Come on. It's
Sure.
science.
Sure.
That's what Zack said when I called him and talked to him.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Well, that makes sense.
Not Zack Snyder.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Zach Morris.
Zack Morris.
Zack Morris.
That's
Nice.
why Batman wears his black suit, so he can absorb heat.
Absorb heat. It's so hot in this.
It gets cold in Gotham. Like when he fights Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, absorb the heat. Anyways.
And,
So yeah, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was good.
I thought it was good. I've kind of watched it twice already.
That's 8 hours of your life, man.
I know. But the whole ending was, of course, different with all the different.
Yeah, there was no Superman and the Flash having a race.
No,
that's what the ending was in the Josh.
Yeah, it was like an after credits thing because there was a whole thing about brunch that the Flash jokes about, and it was just like this weird comment. And yeah, they have a race, but this one it plays more into kind of what Zack Snyder was going to do coming up for the next movie. Is kind of showing like, well, I had all these plans. This is kind of wrapping it up, showing what would happen. And of course, the Martian Manhunter shows up.
Yeah.
Yes, that was another extra scene. Yeah,
that was really cool.
That was cool.
Like I like
Martha
Martian Manhunter.
Martha Manhunter.
Martha Manhunter. Yeah. Originally, though, he wanted that to be 2 Green Lanterns showing up at the end rather than Martian Manhunter.
Oh.
But Warner Brothers wouldn't let him do it.
Ugh.
He wanted to use John Stewart Green Lantern, which apparently they had plans for, and he was also trying to get Ryan Reynolds to come back in and been Green Lantern.
There's a little tiny nod to John Stewart, or I could be reading into it because it was on a water bill. No, it wasn't on a water bill, but it was on a newspaper. There's a newspaper that said the headline is "Bank Needs New Architect," and John Stewart was originally an architect, so it could have been a little nod, just a little nod to, hey, I didn't get Green Lantern in here, but here's a little nod to him, a little Easter egg. Because, like, why would a new architect for a building be the front page news of a newspaper?
I don't know.
Like, with everything going, like, the world is crashing down around us. Doo-doo-doo, this just in.
Yeah, and the Daily Show is playing in the background.
That's what I keep thinking.
Yeah. Not that John Stewart.
Oh, okay.
No, not that John Stewart. Green Lantern.
Yeah, and then of course the nightmare scenes again. They threw those in there just to kind of emphasize what that was going to play out to be, which was fun. It was an interesting group of people at the end with Mira and Cyborg and Deathstroke and Joker. And I want to see a Batman Deathstroke movie now.
Just not with him. That's Batman.
I would watch it with those two.
I can't stand it.
I like him. I think he does a pretty good job,
occasionally, like parts of it, but I don't know. I don't like him. Ben Affleck.
What cracks me up about, like, when they all know he's Bruce Wayne, okay? They all know. So when it's just them hanging around, he's still going, yes, we gotta do this. If I was one of them, I'd be like, Bruce, dude, it's just us.
Just talk normal.
It's just
don't
part
have
of the
to talk like that.
That was a little odd to me. Like, I think that like little voice modulator would have run out by now. On the bat suit. But yeah, the whole interaction between him and the Joker was pretty fun. Like, I'm still not a Jared Leto Joker fan, but it was better than Suicide Squad's Joker.
Those two, I guess, belong together.
Well, it felt like the Heath Ledger Joker, though. Like he was trying to be Heath Ledger.
It was a little bit. Yeah,
but
it was a little
whatever.
Bit more refined. Okay. It was nicer.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's the thing. That's the one thing when it all said and done that I don't like. They set up all this stuff, and it never.
It makes it feel like there's other movies coming. Could be. You never know.
Well, unless somehow they talk like the people talk WB into whatever, letting them do it. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think there's going to be Justice League 2 with this cast anyway. So I mean, they'll probably reboot the thing later down the road.
I kind of want to see more, but at the same time, what he had planned for the sequels, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of good not seeing that. because supposedly at some point, Bruce Wayne and Lois Lane had a little side thing after Clark had died, and she was
2
pregnant
weeks or whatever it was.
Yeah, and she was pregnant. Like there was a hint of that storyline when she opens a drawer. There's a pregnancy test in there, and supposedly it's Bruce's baby. And it would end with like Bruce sacrificing himself to save her, and then years later, his son would be grown, and they would show him to the Batcave, and he would become the new Batman. And I'm just like, I'm good without seeing that.
In the last scene where they're on the farm, they're moving back into the farmhouse. They changed in the Josh verse one. She was carrying a box inside, and in this one, she's carrying a baby basket. Inside.
Yeah, and Bruce even says, "Oh, by the way, congratulations."
Congratulations.
Congratulations on the baby.
You're scaring our baby.
I bought the bank.
Yeah, so I mean, if it was just like, Superman's kid, I'm good with that. But yeah, the whole like Batman Lois Lane affair thing, I'm just like, why? Yeah. Like that?
We don't need that.
That doesn't make any sense. The way things have played out, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that anymore. So there is going to be a Flash movie.
Yes.
There's going to be a Flash movie based off of Flashpoint. Yeah. And we're getting Batfleck back for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry guys. He's going to be in it. He's going to be Batman again. But also we're getting Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting a new Supergirl.
Oh. And there's going to be an Aquaman 2.
Yes, there's still going to be an Aquaman 2. There's possibly going to be a spin-off of that called The Trench, based like almost like a horror movie from those creatures from the depths. Yeah. Because the director, he does a lot of horror movies, and he thought that would be an interesting kind of horror movie take using those characters. So that's possibly still a thing. I don't know.
Possibly.
And there'll probably be another Wonder Woman. Don't doubt that.
I'm sure there will be. I mean, Wonder Woman's pretty much been their best thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll keep going with that.
There were some misses in the last movie, but overall it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, right. Especially after the year we had of no movies, and then getting that, I was like, hey, it's good. I liked it. But yeah, probably no Justice League 2 unless the people cry out in uproar.
I don't think
I could see it coming in some other form. I can see them doing like a comic book or like a cartoon or something, like in some version, some form. I can see them doing something.
A TV show. I mean,
I'm sure HBO Max would be all for it.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been interesting.
We do have Superman and Lois right now.
Yeah, that's true. I think it could have been interesting if they broke it up into chapters, like you said, right? I wonder if they could have, if it would have been interesting to break it up, like make it into episodes, like you could have faded out into black and then.
They apparently talked about that at one point, but I think they decided to do just put it all together.
Whatever.
What did they do? But they did something even greater now. They took a thing from WandaVision, took the color away. So now it's in black and white.
Yeah, Justice is Gray. That's what they're calling it.
Gray.
Which, I mean, they did that with Logan. They did that with Mad Max.
I mean, anybody can do that.
Yeah, and like Logan was cool. Like I have like in black and white, and I put it on just a little bit today just to see what it looked like, and it's kind of old noir.
4:3.
Yeah, still 4:3.
So, a long time ago, I dated this girl that wanted to watch Casablanca, and we owned it. and it was the color version. So we turned the color off on the TV, or turned it down, and watched Casablanca in black and white.
I didn't even know they made a color version of that.
It was in color.
Technicolor.
Yeah.
Now in Technicolor.
Yeah.
Anything else on Justice League?
I think it
No,
was
I think that
Yeah, it was
pretty much sums it up.
Or It's a Wonderful Life?
No, it was Casablanca.
Zeus's paddles.
Tomorrow we'll have the Suicide Squad trailer that drops.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow.
Looking forward to
Winchester
that.
told me that. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's in the chat. So.
Yeah, he told me earlier. We talked about it. Earlier
Wow.
on the Instagram. Yeah, so that's drops tomorrow. James Gunn said it did.
Nice. Looking forward to that.
Red Band trailer.
And, ooh. Yeah, can't watch it with your kids on that one either.
No.
Okay.
Is that coming out in the summer, right?
This summer, yeah, it'll be on HBO Max.
Sweet.
As well. Apparently that's going to end after after this year. They're going to just go back to theaters.
Ooh.
But next week we got Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, I watched the other Godzilla movie this week. It's okay.
Which one is that?
I mean,
I like.
Godzilla King of the
Oh
Monsters.
yeah, that's the Stranger Things girl.
Yeah, it wasn't
I liked
bad.
it. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. I like the first Godzilla.
I call it, spoiler alert. When the bad guys came at first, and the mom, I'm like, yeah, that mom's a bad guy.
Yeah.
So my wife's like, what? I'm like, yeah, she's bad.
I've seen her on Bates Motel. She's bad.
Yeah.
I know she's bad. She's evil.
Oh man, it is okay. And then we found out this week. We should put this in the news section. We found out that when Black Widow is coming out again.
Yeah.
When it's been changed to, it's going to be in what, June, July, somewhere.
One of those, and it's coming to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to pay $30 for it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, for that one, I might do.
Yeah, I think I might.
If I could go down to, because I'll be fully vaccinated, so I can do whatever I want to. Right? Is that how it works?
Yeah,
No problems at all.
Straight down the road.
No, here's what you do. You go to Krispy Kreme, get your free donut, and then you go to the movie, and you are set.
Yeah. But if they have $5 movies, I'll be going there instead of paying $30 because I'll probably be the one that watches it. I mean, my wife may watch it, but I'm not going to pay $30 just for me to watch it.
Well,
July 9th. Yes, July 9th. And then they're also going to be that other Batman movie that's coming out on Disney Plus.
There's a
other Batman movie.
Yeah, Cruella.
Batman.
I don't get it.
The trailer looks like a Batman villain movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
I could see that.
It looks like something from like Tim Burton Batman. It's
okay.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Sorry, it was on the water bill.
Hilarious. Wait, say it again.
What?
It's a Batman movie.
Yeah.
It's the Batman movie.
On Disney Plus. Oh yeah, you mean Cruella?
because it looks like a divert. You're good.
Oh man, I wasn't even thinking about it.
That's
yes, and Luca's coming to Disney Plus for free.
Well,
Pixar's.
So with Mulan, it was pay at first and then became free like 2 months later.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. Will they do the same with those? I'm assuming.
I'm sure they will.
Eventually,
But it's like I feel like Black Widow is one of those that you want to see now. It's because we waited for Mulan. There was no reason to watch it. Yeah.
Wait for Mulan.
But you know what's going to happen in Mulan, basically.
True.
Black Widow is one of those like a Marvel movie. Like I kind of want to see it as soon as I can because there's going to be spoilers everywhere.
Yeah. Tie-ins.
So everybody's going to report on it.
I want to see it on the big screen because like that's a movie I want to see on a huge screen.
Mm-hmm.
Action packed, first Marvel back in the movie theater. I'm like, I want to check that out if I can.
I just like the fact that I could watch it at home.
I'll just buy the whole theater,
and I can fall asleep at home while I'm watching it, and then pick it up later and not miss anything.
Perfect. I just like I can watch it without my pants on.
Do that at some theaters.
No, at home.
No, you can do that at some theaters.
Yeah, you don't have to stay at home.
Okay, so speaking of Disney Plus, After Justice League, the next day, we had the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 1, 49 minutes long or something like that.
Felt really long. I was like, is this over yet?
Yeah, it was definitely longer than WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. To me, like, WandaVision felt like a show that, like, it's a show. Like,
yeah,
it'd be a show. Falcon Winter Soldier almost felt like maybe this would have worked better as a movie.
I felt the exact same thing when I watched it.
Yep.
I was like, this should have been a movie.
Yeah, because like I mean, to me it didn't feel long, but it felt like it got to that point. It's like, okay, episode ending. I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
I just want to just watch it.
Yeah.
Like it's not a like, oh, well,
can't wait.
I want to think about this for a week.
Yeah, it wasn't like WandaVision where like, oh, how about this and this and this? It was just sort of like, all right, like it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
I enjoyed it. But it wasn't like let's really pick this apart.
Yeah,
See what we can find.
Except for the
where's Zola?
Except for the eyebrow thing.
Oh, the M.
That was so weird. Like I thought that was something somebody made up, but then when I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, on Rhodey's head is kind of wrinkle forms an M.
That was
Mephisto.
It has to be.
On his forehead. It's got to be. Nothing else can.
So
Rhodey showed up.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the characters.
I called it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's going to be in it.
Yep.
And first
he
episode,
wasn't in a suit, but
wasn't in a suit, but like I like Don Cheadle.
So,
I like his character.
he's great.
My wife said, so he can walk now?
Yeah. Well, he's been able to walk.
Right, but he was having to wear like these cyber legs though, right?
They're under his pants.
I know, but they don't make any noise or make him look funny.
Really oiled.
All greased up.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. My complaint with the episode was that it has a whole lot of character development. You're just like, wow, this is a lot about this lady that's trying to buy this fishing boat or whatever, that his sister or whatever, I was just like, why is this important? There's only 6 episodes, right? It's
yeah,
it's
a little weird. A lot of people online find that weird.
Yeah.
That like he has no money.
Yeah.
Which partly I can see why, to a certain extent. So he was on the run with Captain America for like a few years. Sure. So more than likely the government, put a stop on his account. Like he didn't have access to any money. Yeah. And when he said like they were mostly like relying on like kind of handouts, basically, that makes sense for that time period for that. And then he disappeared basically directly after that. And so he had no funds still when he popped back. And that was probably long gone because, the government probably like, oh, these people disappeared. Let's take all this money that's just sitting there. So, of course, he's not going to have money then. But then you see, like, he's working for the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, covertly, but, like, he's got to be getting paid pretty well to risk his life.
Yeah.
So much for something like that. And that can't be the first time he's done it.
Yeah.
So you would think he would have a good access to money for that.
No, he doesn't get paid for that. It's just goodwill.
Oh, okay.
And he's got this friend called Pepper Potts.
Yeah, you would think that he could like, hey, Pepper.
Pepper me some money.
Need a little bit of loan, like. You won't even notice it's gone because
like she'd be like, "How much?" And he would say, and she'd be like, "Really? That's all?"
Pocket change.
You're like, okay. You need like 500 million? Would that do? No, I just need like 20,000.
I just need I need lunch.
Yeah, that was sort of weird. Like the whole, we just do this for goodwill. It's like, well, some of these people that you're doing goodwill with, they're super rich.
Yeah, and like I would think, like being an Avenger, even the bank guy was like, "You're an Avenger." I would think he could get some sponsorship.
Yeah.
Some sort of
emblem on your.
He's like, "Nope, sorry."
he could totally be the guy from Mystery Men. He's got all the sponsorships all over his suit.
Sure.
Like Pepsi, I got Pepsi.
Do you think that one of the reasons that he was going on all these, well, we suppose there was more than this one, dangerous, pretty much solo missions, is the government sending him on these missions because they sort of went rid of him?
Man.
Like he can help us, but
Brutal.
we really want another Captain America, and really don't want to have to deal with this
You got
guy.
another
So let's
Captain
just
America.
send him on all the dangerous stuff, so we don't have to deal with him.
That could be the thought process behind it. Whether they want him dead or not, it could just be keep him busy.
Yeah.
Like, we'll throw him some bones, like slip him some cash. He's keeping himself busy. He's not going to be paying attention over here. Hey, there's a new bargain bin Captain America.
Oh my gosh.
Which, like, okay, so
Grandpa from Up.
so a friend of mine pointed this out, and I actually thought this too. I'm pretty sure that's how I would look if I wore the Captain America helmet.
You look like the old man from Up. Can we
I'm
get you a
pretty
Captain
sure-
Do
America
this.
helmet?
We have to do this now.
For
Comic
Comic Palooza,
Palooza. Yes.
you have to dress up as a combination of
I would.
old man from Up and Captain
Yes.
America.
I'd be the derpy Captain America. I'm pretty sure that's
Man.
exactly how it would look wearing
That's
that
the
helmet.
new thing. It's
Yes.
like you have Thor.
Because I got the same kind of chin line that he does, and I'm sure my ears would poke out weird like his do.
We have to make
We
this
need a
happen.
third because like we can do the Thor dad bod and then the derpy Captain America, and then we need a third thing.
Who's the Thor dad bod?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying we could do that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like those odd
who?
Could that be? Not me, right?
I
mean,
mean, I
any
guess,
of us
you
can-
got a beard. I mean,
Any of
It
us
is a
could
fiddle.
put a pillow in. Sure.
Oh.
or maybe not need one.
Grief, y'all are just taking it further than I was.
Oh man. Now I really want to see you in a Captain America helmet. Can you just get one off of Amazon?
I don't know.
I don't care what it, how legit it is.
I mean, you can probably get like there's probably a like a Snapchat or something that you could do, that puts the mask on your face. You can probably find one of those.
I have to shave. You need to shave.
Yeah.
I need to shave. But I'm pretty sure in the show at some point, the original Steve Rogers and him are going to meet up.
Yeah.
And they're going to start fighting, but then Cap is going to be like, "Have you heard of the ship of Theseus?"
I thought that was a shrimp boat.
And
That's why Sam doesn't want to get rid of the shrimp boat. It's actually Vision.
Yeah, it's the Vision. So it was there was one little tidbit I thought was funny that they said in the show when Falcon's sidekick, I'm just gonna call him that. I don't know his name.
Torres?
Sure, that guy.
You mean the guy that he's talking
The
to?
military
like most of the
guy, right?
Yeah, the military guy.
time?
Torres. Okay.
Torres. Yeah, Torres. He's like, so be straight with me. Is Cap? He's on the moon, right? Like watching all of this and everything. So in the comics, well, first off, there's the Watcher who has a base on the moon that watches Earth. But then, in a weird storyline, Nick Fury kills the Watcher and takes over his place and watches everything from the moon and like stops like world-ending events on his own. But then he dies, and Bucky Barnes takes his place.
That's funny.
So that happens in the comics. So
Never know.
for the comic book lovers, that was a funny little
that's good.
tidbit.
Speaking of Torres, in the comics, Torres becomes the Falcon.
Yes, like a literal falcon.
He's like half man, half bird.
Does he talk to birds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He does. Well, he talks to Red Wing, like
Like the boots?
mentally. Well, in this it's the robot.
Yeah, in the comics, it's a bird.
Oh, yeah. In the comics, actual bird that the regular Falcon Sam Wilson can talk to mentally with. So because he can talk to the bird mentally, he can therefore talk to Sam Wilson mentally, and they can communicate psychically.
Does he ever? Because I'm not familiar that much with. I know sort of the backstory of it. Does he ever become bad in the comics?
The Falcon?
The Torres.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
He's got a good heart.
He basically, like when Sam Wilson becomes Captain America, he becomes the new Falcon.
Okay. Because my wife, when we were watching it, when he popped up, she's like, there's something not right about him. And I'm like, no, I think he's a good guy. She's like,
Guy.
I don't know about that guy. I'm like, I think he's good. But the thing about this guy, I'm wondering if they're going to go this route. Like if he's going to take over by the end of this or he's going to become, because here we go again. In the credits, with all the signs and stuff that pop up all over the place, there is one that pops up that says Power Broker is watching.
Mm-hmm.
In the comic books, Power Broker is the person that basically gives Torres his half bird powers. So
Yeah.
is Power Broker, do you think Power Broker is going to be a part of this somehow? Or if that's
seems
just
like
a little something?
I kind of think he will, because I'm kind of thinking he might be the one behind the powered people.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Kind of showing up. Yeah, it would make sense.
Can you tell people, all of our listeners that don't know about Power Broker, just a little background about Power Broker?
Not too much.
Not so much. I know some. I know some.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he's kind of, like a scientist type person who basically kind of gives powers to people like villains and stuff and things like that.
Yeah,
that's about all I know.
Different ones, I think, in the Marvel. 2 different Power Brokers, I think. They look different.
Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
One looks like sort of like a robot type looking, like not a robot, but like sort of like Vision a little bit. Android, and then one looks like a old man or something.
Hey, you Power Broker.
Yeah, so maybe he's behind the Flag Smashers, which in the comic book, Flag Smasher is one character.
Yes.
And it looks like they're a group in this version.
They kind of like there's another group in the comics. I forget what they are, but they kind of merged the two. They're kind of pulling a little bit from both, I think.
Which I'm pretty sure the girl from Solo, the lady actor, I forget her name. I'm pretty sure she is the head of the Flag Smasher.
Well, I think she's the one that brought the masks in.
Oh, that is her. But I'm thinking that the other guy's just, he's not the guy that's like, oh, here's the leader. And then he goes after, Torres goes after him.
Oh, yeah. More than
I don't think that's the leader. I think it's her. She's pulling all the strings in the field.
Yeah,
she may not be the top dog, but she's sort of like in the field in charge.
The field leader. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
I could see that.
Yeah. Which I hope, because, she's pretty cool. I like her. Actors and stuff. But Torres finds out firsthand that they have some kind of powers.
And there's like a weird little thing because they like say, so you think he's one of the, and then they kind of break off. They don't finish the sentence.
Yeah. Because he's like, Falcon's like,
so you don't know exactly what he's going to say. Some people are like, oh, mutant.
I just assumed super soldier.
Super soldier, like powered, enhanced.
Yeah.
There's because like they're
Android, aliens, moon people.
Because it's been mentioned before in the MCU that like various people tried to recreate the super soldier serum since Captain America. Yeah. Like the Hulk program was kind of a little bit of that. So it sounds like they're kind of gonna delve into that a bit.
Yeah.
Possibly of people that are trying to recreate a Cap. Which, if this new Captain America has powers, then
I think he's just
seems like he did.
He's just an emblem, like he's representing America.
Yeah, in the comics, he's a little
nuts.
Yeah, a little nuts.
Yeah, he's a little over the top. But he has powers in the comics.
Sure.
Basically like Captain America. I don't think he's as strong as Captain America, but
who is really?
And I think he may have got his powers from Power Broker in the comics.
I know one thing that he doesn't have that Captain America has.
Whoa.
The chin.
Well, that
a good jawline.
That's not America's. That's not
strong
America's
jawline.
Yeah. He doesn't have America's
chin.
Backside.
Oh. We haven't quite seen it yet, so we're not
I
sure.
know it's a joke. It's a joke. Somebody posted a picture of Falcon, like he's like in a profile or whatever, and they're like, "See, that's why he needs to be Captain America because he's got America's
backside."
Derriere.
Yeah. So, what do you think the Flag Smashers are, like power wise? Do you think they're super soldiers? Do you think they're mutants? Do you think they're aliens?
I kind of think it's more like super soldier type
Yeah.
stuff, like experimentation, things like that. I don't necessarily think they're getting into mutants. Everybody's like, oh, they're gonna bring in the mutants and everything. It's gonna be a big thing. Just like I don't think it's happening yet.
Supposedly the mutants are coming sooner than we think. I don't think they're coming in Winter Soldier, but supposedly they're coming sooner than we think, is what somebody said to tie up in the MCU.
Maybe with Loki.
I saw an article. What?
Maybe in Loki or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Could be Eternals.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah, that makes more sense, I guess. Yeah, forgot about that.
Then we had on the flip side of this, we haven't talked about yet. We had Bucky in therapy, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was so funny, and my wife was sitting there like, because she's a therapist, so she was just laughing at the whole thing. Why are you taking the pen out? What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. And he's got his own Captain America list of but it's names that he's trying to correct past mistakes. Which it seems like there's 2 pages. Like you don't get to see the other page.
Yeah, there's
and
2 pages.
I would think a Stark name would be on there.
Yeah.
Because like he killed his parents.
Is Stark still alive?
Well, I mean he's got a daughter still.
Well,
Morgan Stark. And Pepper Potts and all that. So
you think, but
you would think.
So when the first scene we see him, he's in this hotel. Did you think that was a flashback, or did you think that was happening now and he was back out in the world?
Immediately thought flashback.
Did you? Okay.
I did.
Yeah, because of his arm.
Yeah, I mean that threw me off a little bit, but I was like, well, what happened?
Yeah, you really said in that it was a flashback when he said Hill Hydra.
yeah, that's one. Yeah.
And you feel bad for the guy that he kills, and then you find out later, he's like meeting with his dad, and
yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Oh, man.
To me, I'm just like, I don't think telling him's gonna help this old guy.
No.
Like,
No.
just be his friend. Like, help him. I don't think telling him it's only gonna help you. It's not gonna help him, and that's who you should be helping. But I don't know.
Yeah, the waitress or the whatever he goes out on a date with says that's the one thing that bothers him the most, not knowing. So maybe that's why he's like, maybe I should tell him, because that's what she says. That may be why he maybe eventually tells him.
I'm sure he will eventually, but I don't feel like that's gonna really help.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm not a therapist.
But yeah, him and the old man, you could tell that Bucky's old because they were sitting around talking about the obituaries.
Yeah.
You see who? Hey, you're making it to 90.
Yeah.
You play Pinochle?
Yeah. What's wrong with Pinochle?
Yeah, that's funny. How old are you? 106. He does mention, like, she asks if he has any brothers or sisters. He mentions he has a sister, but he doesn't necessarily mention that she's dead. Because he says his parents are dead. So, I mean, he could have a sister out there in her, like, 80s or 90s.
Yes.
It could be, because, I mean, there could have been quite a bit of space in between him and his sister.
Yeah.
So she could be in her 80s.
Maybe so. I don't know. We'll never know.
Yeah.
We might.
No, that's
Never.
episode 5 of the series is dedicated to his sister. It's all about his sister. Flashbacks of her growing up, missing Bucky, wondering what happened, visiting his grave, and then at the end of the episode they meet.
Yeah, she dies from a heart attack from seeing him.
Jeez. This isn't Justice League. Come on.
I gotta think more Justice League.
Justice League, yeah. There wasn't any. I mean, course, we had the Zola sighting, right? The little Zola Easter egg, so we know Zola's coming.
No.
Yeah, yeah. The
It's
Flag
also in
Smashers,
IMDb too.
robbed,
So.
the Flag Smashers robbed a Swiss bank. Where is Zola from? Switzerland. All coming together. The Zola train is happening.
Well, I mean, if you're going like that, I mean, his date said, he's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm reading your mind."
Your mind?
Mutant.
We're gonna have Zola. We're gonna have mutants, and Zemo's coming
Zemo,
out of
that's
nowhere.
That too was in the IMDb.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, that was sort of weird. It was weird. I know it was the first episode, but it was weird because all the trailers, you're like, okay, Zemo's going to be there, and Falcon and Winter Soldier are going to be together, and then that whole episode, none of that happens. You got 5 episodes left, and you're like, okay, so maybe on the next episode they'll get together and Zemo will show up.
I think they'd have
Because this one, it seems like, okay, Flag Smashers are going to be the thing. That's all we need because it's 6 episodes, but we know Zemo's coming.
I'm guessing because of the new Captain America, Zemo's going to bust out or whatever and start showing up, and then possibly Sharon Carter is going to grab the two of them like, I need your guys' help.
Yeah, Sharon,
but
Carter. I think that's what they say when they meet her, or when they see her. Huh? We're sorry that.
So your boyfriend went back in time and
sorry that happened.
Your great aunt.
Sucks for you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, but yeah, it was a good episode. Again, I wish I could have just watched all 6.
Yeah, it just feels like one of those. You just kind of want to watch it.
Yeah.
But you really don't want to wait to watch it all because then it's spoiled.
Yeah. But tonight or tomorrow,
episode
2. You think it's going to be another 45 or 49 minutes long?
I would think so.
Yeah. That's a good thing about having 6 episodes. I mean, versus a movie, it's going to be, when you add them all together.
Yeah, it'll be longer. Like it'll have more character development.
Great.
With shrimp boats.
Yeah, more shrimp boats.
More shrimp boats.
That's going to be episode 3, I think, dedicated to the shrimp boat.
Cinnamon toast.
Cinnamon toast shrimp boat.
And we bring it
sponsored. And we bring it back.
That's
Cinnamon toast shrimp tails. I think that wraps it up tonight. Again, next week, April Fool's episode.
You'll hear us on another podcast.
You'll hear us on another podcast, the Main Street Electrical Podcast, which if you're into Disney, it's a very fun podcast, and you'll have a good time listening to that. You know what'd be funnier, April Fools? We'll just have our wives host the whole thing, and we won't even be on next week.
I thought of that, and I wasn't going to say anything because
now it's not.
It would have been a surprise.
I could delete it. I mean, I could edit this out.
It's on YouTube now.
I don't edit that out
too. I know my wife would do it.
My wife would have if it would have been a surprise, but
you just keep ruining.
I'm sorry, she won't do it now.
We'll just dress up as our wives.
Well, quit giving away all the secrets. Good gosh. Talk about it later.
Jeez.
These are just hints. This could be what happens, or this could not be.
Mephisto!
Show up, and Chris's Captain America could show up. Who knows? I don't know. Anyways, okay, so yeah. And then the week after that, Crimson Dawn lightsabers is going to come show us some new cool stuff, I think. Woohoo! So, anyways. So this has been episode 186. We've been through Justice League. We didn't fall asleep during this show. We fell asleep during the movie.
Yeah,
you got close. And we've been to the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. And we'll be back with you next week for a very exciting, tricky April Fool's version See you next time on I Am Geek.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Anyways, how's YouTube going? How's Facebook going over here?
Man, we got them from all angles.
Street's been watching.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Stevens, is he still watching? My wife jumped on.
What?
Been listening to us. She wants to come on the show so bad that she's watching our Facebook Live. Winchester, I'm glad you got to come on or be in the comments tonight. U.S. agent is secretly ego spawn on Earth, not Star-Lord. There we go.
All comes together.
All comes together. This is a part of the show where we make amends.
We're sorry.
We're
Sorry
sorry
for
we
everything.
killed your son.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Anyway, other questions in the comments?
Sorry.
We were this close to having somebody from Mandalorian on our show.
Oh.
Because he said he would have done it if he wasn't busy. Chris
Sure.
F. Bartlett. I almost told him that I live in Bartlett and my name is Chris, but I didn't do that.
Should have.
Should've
I
done
know. It would have changed everything.
it.
When he said that he was too busy in his schedule, you should have said, "Oh,
We didn't tell you what day.
day."
I'm sure, it was the nice way of saying, if I do this for one person, all these other podcasts are going to call me, and I'm not going to do that.
She's gonna be like, well, what about next month? What about the month after that?
I figured it wouldn't, but you never know. He
never
follows
know.
the smuggler's room, so I was like, we've had the smuggler's room. I didn't say that.
Yeah. Did you say that? Did you say, "Hey, we've had the smugglers on"?
No.
He would have went,
Should
"Oh,
have.
we can have Ming Chen on if we want
Yeah.
Ming Chen on. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I can reach out to him." Anyways, Comic Palooza is happening July
7th?
17th,
Something like
18th.
that. Let me look at the calendar.
We will be there, I think.
16th, 17th, 18th.
I think
As long as I
possibly.
thought it's just 2
Oh,
days.
usually
17th,
they do
18th.
Friday, but maybe it's just 17, 18. Yeah.
I think they're
It may
just
be
doing 2
because
days.
they had to move it from May to July because of
Yeah.
scheduling. Well, because of COVID and scheduling. But
just get your plane tickets down. Come to Houston in
yeah,
July.
figure that out.
I mean, all our watchers
sorry.
and listeners.
We will. We
So, like
we
our
should be-
parents? Is that what you're...
Sure. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us in the
Yeah.
live stream.
Yes, thank you.
We enjoy having you. If we didn't get to your comment, Katrin will be on later to answer everything.
Find me on the Late Late Show.
Late night with Katrin.
Next week we'll have Winchester on to tell us all about his night out.
Jeez,
1719.
that can't be right.
What is that?
It's,
17th through the 19th.
Oh, the days.
that would be through Monday.
17, 19.
So I don't think that's right.
I
think it's
remember
just
that
2
days.
year. 1719.
That's the years I was.
It's on my calendar. I can
It's
check
the
it.
17th and 18th.
Yeah. 1719.
Oh, really? It's 1718?
And we could be one of the few podcasts that are there. It sounds like so.
Well, they are not. It's
Right.
not open to
Right.
like apply. They've picked their.
I think
ones and-
I bet what they do
Oh,
because they've got the hips thing. I think it's going to be people that are kind of involved with that. They'll have random people like us that may be involved with that. I mean, as long as we get in free, that's all I care about. I don't.
Shh, don't-
I mean,
live.
I'm being honest. I mean, I'll pay you too. I guess I don't care.
What should we dress up? What should be our costumes?
Well, apparently I'm Derby Captain America.
You have to wear a mask, so it won't
I
work
be-
because
It
nobody
won't
will see
work,
the dark.
yeah.
That's true.
They'll just- they'll
you
just
could get
see
it
my
printed.
awesome
You could get it
bud.
printed on the mask because those aren't creepy at all.
Okay.
to see my awesome bod. I still think we should go as the people from the Monsters from Monsters Inc. that are in the yellow hazmat suits.
See, I think that's what it's gonna be a common type thing, like either the Darth
right
Vader
in.
from Back to the
Back to
Future,
the Future.
or Monsters Inc. or some kind of like zombie kind of like hazmat suit kind of outbreak.
Could
Yeah.
go Outbreak.
So you're saying we should go the opposite
And
way
wear
and just
nothing.
be like in like Tarzan.
Yes.
It's just loincloths.
I mean, it's obvious, right?
Makes sense to me.
It's
Just a loincloth around our waist and a loincloth around our mouth.
my
Yeah.
my son had my son's school had career day not too long ago, and like we're in the car line, and you see all these kids getting out of the car, and they're all dressed like doctors because they're like, well, that's easy because you have the surgical mask already. It's like it all worked out.
Oh, are you a doctor? No,
It's
I
just like-
decided to become as a serial
Yeah.
killer.
Dr. Giggles. But I mean, that's why I think like Mortal Kombat is an easy thing, or even I mean, I think you could even come up with like a bounty hunter of some sort, or
Bubble
something
boy
with, like,
costumes.
a mask.
Bubble boy costume.
So I don't know, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's a good chance that they won't be required then too. I don't know.
I think they will be.
It could be the Ghostbusters when they go into the sewers to get the goo.
We could have
Could be
goo
that.
all over us. Pink.
These are all great. These are all great ideas.
Whatever it will work in hot weather is what I would like to.
I'll probably just take a lightsaber and just swing it around.
Either just put your ring wraith outfit on.
I don't think I have that anymore. You know what I made that out of, right?
Cardboard or something.
Well, no, the
A graduation
actual
gown.
graduation gowns.
I definitely won't be wearing that.
Oh, why not? It's like a
Perfect
built-in
mask.
mask.
There's no air getting in
That's
there.
right. That's exactly the problem. I mean, it has holes, but it's impossible to wear. I hate that. But you know what I could do though is I could get a mannequin head and put inside of it, and then he could be riding on my back or something. That'd be kind of creepy, wouldn't it?
Or you can make like a marionette puppet thing that you just maneuver around because he's short
Yeah.
anyways. So he
Put
could
a
just be
green
like,
screen suit on.
yeah, and then you
And-
could be.
I'll do it. I wore one of those. I wore one of those skeleton costumes at Disney that one year. It was. I had shorts on, so it wasn't like all exposing, but
And you gotta wear the shorts.
yeah, plus
now.
it was black and night. It wasn't a bright green outfit, but
Well, Chris, you got to finish that IG-88 or IG,
yeah,
Yeah, sure.
get on that.
helmet. Get
I'll get on that.
Finish that up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, Ryan.
Wrap
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
about us.
Thank you, Katrin.
Yeah, thank you
Thank you,
guys.
Chris.
Hanging out with me.
You're welcome.
Anyways, good night, everybody.
Good night. Y'all be good.
Yeah.
Bye.